Are you sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it? You might be if you have one of these rare Susan B. Anthony dollars hiding in your collection. A few rare varieties can be worth thousands, or even up to $300,000. We're diving into the top 3 most valuable Susan B. Anthony dollar coins ever discovered. We'll explore the rare errors, minting mysteries. What if I told you that a plain-looking, copper-nickel coin sitting in your change jar could be worth not just a few bucks? The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar has quietly become one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. numismatic history. And for a few lucky collectors, it has turned into a 6-figure treasure hunt. In 1979, the United States Mint unveiled a bold new design, a small-sized dollar coin honoring Susan B. Anthony, the pioneering leader of the women's suffrage movement. It marked the first time a real woman appeared on circulating U.S. coinage, a milestone in American history. But despite the good intentions, the coin wasn't exactly a hit. Americans found it confusingly similar in size and color to the quarter. Mistaken identities at vending machines and in daily transactions led to widespread frustration. The coin was pulled from regular production after 1981, with a brief revival in 1999. The rare varieties of the 1979 dollar, while the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar was minted in large numbers, not all coins are created equal. Among these coins, collectors have discovered striking errors and anomalies that send value soaring. Some of the most important varieties and errors include double strikes, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die clash errors, struck through grease errors, wrong planchet errors. This is where things get really exciting. There have been verified cases of the 1979 SBA dollar being struck on planchets intended for foreign coins, or on leftover blanks from older dollar coins. These types of errors are incredibly rare and can fetch massive premiums. The multi-thousand dollar 1979 SBA dollar errors. A 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar struck on a Sacagawea dollar planchet sold for over $16,000. A 1979 on a 40% silver planchet, a possible leftover from Eisenhower dollar production, has been estimated at $100,000 plus. A discovery specimen featuring a broad strike, missing edge reading, and rotation errors sold privately for $85,000. Some private collectors and registry chasers have paid over $225,000 for prototype, discovery level, or incredibly high-grade examples of these errors. And just like that, a coin originally worth $1 becomes a jaw-dropping 6-figure collectible. Chapter 4, Grading and Value Breakdown. Grading plays a massive role in determining the value of any coin, especially when it comes to modern rarities. 1979 regular strike, MS60, MS64, $1 to $10. MS65, $15 to $25. MS66, $35 to $60. MS67, $125 to $300. MS68, $800 to $1,500. 1979 major errors, off-center strike, $100 to $1,000. Double strike or broad strike, $250 to $3,000. Wrong planchet, e.g. struck on silver or foreign coin blank, $15,000 to $100,000. Discovery level or unique errors, $120,000 to $225,000. Ultra-rare prototype or transitional error, $300,000 plus. How to identify high-value 1979 dollars. Here's what you need to do: look for missing edge reading. This can signal a broad strike or wrong planchet. Welcome to the mysterious world of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, one of the most fascinating, and shockingly valuable, modern coins ever struck by the U.S. Mint. In this video, we're going deep into the history, varieties, errors, and market dynamics of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, especially focusing on the ultra-rare, high-grade Type 2 clear S-proof coin that has stunned collectors and sold for astronomical prices. Background and history: the Susan B. Anthony dollar was first minted in 1979, making history as the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman. Susan B. Anthony, the legendary suffragist who fought for women's right to vote, was chosen to appear on the obverse. The coin was meant to be a modern, convenient replacement for the bulky Eisenhower dollar, but from the start, it faced several challenges. Fewer than 500 perfect PR70 Type 2s are estimated to exist. Some auction houses and dealers have listed or sold top-graded coins in the $20,000 to $50,000 range. Privately, some sales have whispered about figures reaching $120,000, $225,000, and even $300,000 for registry-quality examples. Proof Coins Explained. Before we go further, let's understand what makes a proof coin different. Proof coins are not made for circulation. They're struck using polished dies and planchets. The result is a coin with mirror-like fields and frosted devices. The 1979 S-Proof Susan B. Anthony dollar was sold in official U.S. Mint proof sets. Millions were made, but only a tiny fraction are Type 2 clear S, and fewer still are flawless. These coins are graded by services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. The highest grade a coin can receive is PR70 DCAM, Deep Cameo. Only the best coins in existence reach this tier, and collectors pay top dollar for them. Market value and record sales. Let's get into the numbers, the part you've all been waiting for. Type 1, Filled S, 1979, S-Proof SBA dollar. PR65, PR69, $1 to $10. PR70 DCAM, $50 to $300, still not bad. Type 2, Clear S, 1979, S-Proof SBA dollar. PR67, $100 to $250. PR68, $300 to $600. PR69 DCAM, $1,000 to $2,500. PR70 DCAM, public auction, $15,000 to $22,000. Private sale, $120,000 to $225,000. Rumored registry acquisition, $300,000. Collectors and registry sets, competition to complete perfect coin sets, are willing to go all in for the few remaining perfect Type 2 specimens. These are not everyday collectors, some are wealthy investors and institutions aiming to complete the best possible US coin proof collection. How to identify a Type 2, a 10x magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Good lighting, steady hands. Examine the S mint mark on the coin. Here's what to look for. Type 1, Filled S, looks blobby, soft, or has weak edges. Type 2, Clear S, clean, distinct loops, sharp edges. Compare it to online reference photos from PCGS or NGC. If you're still unsure, send it to a professional grading service. What if I told you that a plain-looking, copper-nickel coin sitting in your change jar could be worth not just a few bucks? The 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar has quietly become one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. numismatic history. And for a few lucky collectors, it has turned into a six-figure treasure hunt. In 1979, the United States Mint unveiled a bold new design, a small-sized dollar coin honoring Susan B. Anthony, the pioneering leader of the women's suffrage movement. It marked the first time a real woman appeared on circulating U.S. coinage, a milestone in American history. Yet, what most people overlooked was the creation of several rare and valuable era varieties, including the ultra-valuable 1979 P versions. The rare varieties of the 1979 P dollar. Among the Philadelphia Mint coins, two major varieties emerged: wide rim, near date. The date and rim are spaced very closely. Narrow rim, far date. The date appears farther from the rim. The wide rim variety was produced in smaller quantities, especially during test runs early in the minting process. This makes it significantly more valuable than the common narrow rim coins. Some of the highest graded wide rim coins, particularly those in MS67 Plus and above, have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. While wide rim coins attract solid collector interest, it's the rare errors that have pushed the value of 1979 P dollars into the stratosphere. Double strikes, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, wrong planchet errors, like being struck on a Susan B. Anthony planchet but with the wrong composition. But the real monster is the prototype or transitional strike errors, coins struck using experimental dies, or mistakenly using proof dies on business strikes. Some experts believe that a few 1979 P SBA dollars were accidentally struck on 40% silver planchets, originally intended for bicentennial coins. Those coins are extremely rare, and their values can go from $120,000 to $225,000, or even $300,000 depending on provenance, grade, and auction setting. Grading is everything in the coin world, and the 1979 PSBA dollar is no exception. 1979 P narrow rim, MS60, MS64, $1 to $10. MS65, $15 to $30. MS66, $50 to $75. MS67 plus, $100 to $250. 1979 P wide rim, MS60, MS64, $10 to $50. MS65, $75 to $150. MS66, $300 to $500. MS67 plus, $1,000 to $3,000. 1979 P major errors, wrong planchet, prototype, or high-grade wide rim auction records, $15,000 to $50,000. Private sales, $100,000 to $225,000. Top registry or discovery grade, $300,000. Spotting a wide rim 1979 P dollar. Here's how to tell if you've got the wide rim, near date, variety. Look at the space between the number 1 in 1979 and the coin's rim. If the date appears close or touching the rim, you've got a wide rim. If the date is farther away, it's a narrow rim. Use online photo references from PCGS or NGC, or better yet, use a digital caliper to measure spacing.